I'm Zillie Oates, and I'm the founder of Happy Time Slime. I first discovered slime on YouTube when I was in 2nd grade and just made it for fun. In 5th grade, my last year of elementary school, I started selling it to my friends.
I was in the transition from elementary to middle school. I was feeling a lot of pressure on making new friends. I wasn't aware of it at the time, but as I've gotten older, I am almost certain that it was the underlying stress-relieving aspects that really made me so obsessed. This is when I realized that the way slime made me feel, being able to physically take out my stress and focus in class and take my mind off things, could be helpful to everybody else, which is when I started to sell my slime at school and when Happy Time Slime was created.
When she was younger, of course, it was really an entrepreneurship. I mean, she was doing it to make money, to build a brand. At one point, she really had sort of dreams of being one of the slime makers that were selling like a lot of slime and having these huge viral videos and that sort of thing. And then, of course, it fell off in middle school.
I was in middle school. I didn't exactly want to die on the social hill of being a slime expert. And so here we are today, Happy Time Slime.
I originally heard about the kindness campaign through an Austin volunteer page, and I saw the Art of Kindness Community Day event. It looked fun, so I signed up for it. A few months later, they were starting the pilot program for Kind Leadership, and somebody reached out and they were like, would this be something that you're interested in? The first idea I brainstormed was cooking classes for underprivileged kids. I also thought of kits for the homeless to have in your car and pass out. And then I remembered, I guess I was going through my room one day and I came across slime, and I was like, oh, I still have all my slime stuff. This is something I could redo with the kindness campaign in like a newer light.
I love that she can pick back up something that inspired her entrepreneurship from such a young age, because it's something that she already knows and does and is obviously passionate about. I was really happy to see that.
How I prefer to make slime, I normally start with a white glue base and then add a color or a scent if I'm feeling fancy. And then I activate that with a borax water solution. And then once that all is mixed together and it forms a physical, like touchable slime, I will then add clay, and then that's what makes a better slime. The sensory benefits it does have, the different smells, sounds, the way it looks, the feeling it has, like I think that's become super beneficial.
Tapping into your physical senses can help your emotions and stress regulation.
Our generation is putting a bigger emphasis on mental health. It's a lot more encouraged to like let out your emotions.
You can just sense the calmness when a kid is playing with slime. You can sense that they are regulating emotions, that it's doing something to them holistically. And I think that's why we just allowed her to run with it.
A lot of it was encouraged by my parents. They always supported our passions. They would invest in our little businesses we had as kids.
Happy Time Slime is now a slime workshop for kids ages 6 to 18 with a big emphasis on how slime can be used as a stress-relieving regulation tool.
Kimberly or Casey brought up the idea of how social emotional learning could be furthered with slime.
Currently, where I've taken this is slime workshops. I've had 2 so far, one at Estilo Kids in March, where we had about 10, 15 participants, and then another one in April at the Art of Kindness community event, where we made over 100 slimes.
We had a meeting with Andra, Sydney, and Kimberly where they gave us some templates for elevator pitches, and they helped each of us come up with one very specific to what our passion project and businesses were.
I knew that she would say, oh, I just had a Zoom meeting with somebody at the Kindness Campaign, and I wasn't really, I don't think, aware of how much support she was getting. When I sat there and watched her and all these other girls do these impeccable deliveries, I realized how much support that they had all got.
We actually chose as our winner Happy Time Slime.
When they announced her name, I got a little emotional, like, yes, what I had seen that impressed me impressed them too.
Zillie, you stood out just because you've got your product and you've been doing it for such a long time and started in middle school and now are restarting it and actually expanding it into workshops, and their connection to mental health and wellness is really impactful.
When she won, John and I looked at each other and we just sort of like, you know, I can't believe that's our daughter, you know, that's our daughter. So proud.
I would like to announce our Kind Leader Summit winner tonight, Zillie Oates.
This year of Kind Leadership has taught me how to be a lot more confident in the things that I'm passionate about.